I always like to start these sessions. If you have any like questions for me before we start, or like anything you want me to touch on, or I mean, I'll be touching on everything I see, but if there's anything specific that you wanted to ask me
Uh,
before starting.
well, I guess my main two things that I feel is that I seem to just make bad decisions. Like I use shadow play to like review the last 2 minutes of a match
Uh
or
huh.
each round whenever I feel like something
Yeah.
went wrong, and I'm like, oh yeah, I should have done this better. But I can always point it out, but I never actually do that in the game. Like the next time
Okay.
I don't seem to, I actually
Yeah.
still make the same mistake the next time.
So, my thought. Oh, sorry. If you're gonna say something more, my on that, uh, going back and looking
Mm.
at the round and figuring out the best thing to do. That is the best thing you can do for yourself to get better, right? Because
Mm.
if you're constantly doing this, then it'll slowly become integrated into your gameplay of figuring out the best way, if that makes sense,
Yep.
right? So, like, if you constantly keep reviewing yourself, you'll start thinking quicker and you'll start, remember, oh, I remember this situation, or this situation is like this one, right? And then it all helps to make decisions quicker in game by reviewing.
Mm. All right, sounds good. And yeah, the second thing is I just feel like my aim is really inconsistent. Like some days I'm hitting a lot of good shots, and then some days I'm just spraying all the place. I
Okay,
don't know.
so with inconsistencies, obviously you have your highs and lows, and some days are better than the others, but it should never really cost you the game, right? So people feel as if they're inconsistent just because of the luck of the draw, but what it is that they're doing unsafe things, and some games they're punished for it, others they're not. So like
Yeah, I think I watched one of your other videos where you said inconsistencies where you're just getting punished for things
exactly,
like bad things you're doing all the time.
exactly, right? Because like if you close your eyes and cross the street, right? Sure, you can live sometimes without getting hit by a car, but sometimes you're gonna get hit by the car, right? But
Mm.
the thing is, crossing a street with your eyes closed is not a good idea.
I guess I feel the situations where I'm like taking a one-on-one start of spawn aim duel and then I just lose it. Where usually I
Okay,
feel like I would win it, and I
okay.
just lose it over and over again. So
So I mean, everyone needs to constantly be brushing up on their aim, right? They can't win every aim duel, no matter who you are.
true.
So that's just something that everyone's gonna have to consciously work on, stuff like that. Not that big of a deal, honestly.
Comes with time, I guess.
Let's get out of here.
Back A lobby.
Great pick.
Sage, just ran back.
Right here.
Hey, got it.
You think they committing?
Can't be. Can't be.
No, they're not committing.
Yeah. Well, I will.
And because always remember that you only really remember the shots you miss and the easy kills you miss, but you don't remember the good kills you get.
Yeah.
Right?
Sage grab. I think
Confirmation bias, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You'll just get down on yourself for the shots you miss and the kills you miss. But you'll never like pat yourself on the back, be like, "Wow, that was an amazing shot. I did really well. All my hours of training has worked out for me here."
Mm.
People never think like that.
I'll hold A. I'll hold A.
Do you use anything
I'll
like
keep
aim
watching.
lab or Kovacs? Or
Yes, yes. I used to do 15 minutes of. I don't play that much anymore, for other reasons, but 15 minutes of Kovacs, or aim labs. I used Kovacs, and 15 minutes in the range. That's good enough for the day.
So just like a warm up, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Just see
But whatever, you can do it longer if you feel like your aim is really holding you back and you just want to fine tune it. Um, you can do 30 minutes in Kovacs and 30 minutes in practice range, but that's, it's a bit nuts.
Mm.
And you don't want to burn yourself out or like give yourself carpal tunnel or something.
Yeah, yeah. It's very
But whatever time you spent in aim labs or third-party software, try to mirror it in the practice range, okay? Because none of those third-party softwares can teach you movement, spraying, bursting.
So what's a good activity in the practice range?
So I have a practice range video. I know it's very long. I should probably make a new one, but I go over lots of stuff that I do myself in the practice range, and the different styles of shooting. And I go through flicking, and I go through bursting and spraying, and stuff like that, and pistols. But yeah, go ahead and give that like a skip through to pick up some routines in the practice range there. Right,
Yeah,
it's hard to explain it all, but
So
it's,
just
I
one-
definitely have
one.
the video there.
KB. Planning B.
I know B.
Okay, good stuff. Good.
There's a wall here.
I don't have walls. I already used it.
One enemy remaining.
Very good teamwork.
Blue.
Perfect round.
And we held out.
Great buy.
But,
Very safe.
Then them push us.
yeah, yeah. And just try and play the long game. Like, don't take.
Okay. It's okay because they have pistols, but we did this last round, so I would be a little cautious right here. Doing this, that means you do not respect them.
Where they can spray.
I think I keep doing it because it keeps working, but
Yeah.
because
Nothing A lobby.
And that's not a problem, but if you don't respect them, right? But if they're as good as you and the same elo as you, then they're just gonna shoot you in the head the second they come with like 3 people watching.
I'm rotating from C.
That's what we want to avoid.
One enemy
But-
remaining.
Got rank.
I mean, if you play it well, then
Are they rotating?
we'll see.
I didn't.
One left.
Great
I
crossover
don't usually
placement.
play A short either, so I'm not
Okay.
what the best hold it is.
Okay. I mean, a mixture of playing aggressive and playing on site, basically. Somewhere where we can utilize our flashes properly.
Alright, now. Give a peek because they're gonna.
Like right here, right? We can just like flash out and then peek, right? Or flash out long and then peek, right? So.
Okay, this guy's like,
Yeah, true.
Oh, quick peek arrow.
say who's that up?
So here, what guns do they have?
Rifles,
What do we have?
a Spectre.
So do you think a long range fight would be beneficial?
No.
So if we are going to be up here short, maybe staying around here is the best
I
option.
think I do sort of keep
Okay.
a close angle, but it'll be interesting to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
One C.
Nope. Okay. No.
Caught you.
That's a lie. All right.
Right, so imagine if someone was standing on top of here with a Vandal or an Op. Right, so, I mean, we just lose that.
C.
Okay. Ballsy, not to check close right.
I see.
I think because my server was watching the angle, so you checked
One
the
enemy.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That's
That
why I was
looks-
willing to push up
Oh,
here.
well,
Gotcha.
Just
Makes sense.
side. Yeah, if they start like completely avoiding an area, then you could probably have like if they. But if they start.
See, I didn't
Oh,
rush it this time like I usually
Liquid
did.
back
I
with the
figured
lane.
I'd wait for server to get some insight.
Oh, we picked up a gun. Okay, good.
Smoke mid.
Avoiding an area, then you could probably have like.
They smoke mid.
You got so lucky.
No, it wasn't.
So, anyways, you see how we got into this pattern, and we should have just been dead here, right? 1,000,000% of the time. So it just comes from basically doing something until it stops working. Now, we want to change before we get burnt by it. Right? Like, we don't want to keep doing this until we're punished. We want to change up what we're doing before we're punished.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, so we do end up dying, right? So do you think, I mean, definitely not worth it, right? A 1-for-1 on an eco. Right? So now they're just going to push through, and now they might have sight because of you. Right? So this is because we did the same thing until it stopped working. And this is why I advise against it. So we got to switch it up, keep them guessing.
They rushed that, eh?
We don't want to be exploited.
Pushing it.
Woo, what a shot.
shot.
Going heavy.
Oh no. Oh my. Okay, what is this bingo
Oh, yeah, I know
lottery
watching it.
round?
Oh, yeah.
What am I
Right now,
watching?
sorry.
Sure.
Okay.
And he just mowed them all down.
Mid. Oh my Jesus.
Here we are, episode 5 of I'm Pushing Down Short A.
Fuck yeah, garage 1 tagged 80. Probably gonna heal.
Come on, already.
They're pushing garage, pushing garage.
Nice, Diggs. He's on the orb.
It's good to get info, right? But we have to use it as like a secret weapon sometimes, right? Or like a mix-up, not as a default.
Because I feel like no one's ever just holding that angle, like watching from the top of that.
This is where the inconsistencies come from, remember?
Maybe sometimes they will, yeah, and then they'll
The
kill me
next
for
game
it.
you'll play against some diamonds or some people not belonging in Plat that are up on the climb, and they'll be more disciplined and they'll catch on to things like this, right? All it takes is for you to do it once for me to remember it, right? So next time I play a default, I'll know where everyone plays aggressive, right? So
What the fuck?
One.
Oh shit!
So, yeah, another one.
What the fuck?
One enemy.
yeah, this is just
What the fuck?
a little bit wide, obviously, because we see the doorway too. We could have lived this situation if we were quicker on the draw with our invulnerability. Other than that, you just get outnumbered here. But living was definitely possible, right? If we understood Reyna or were more comfortable with these abilities, right? Same problem is with Jet, where they don't dash immediately because they're not comfortable with their character enough, right? And so like here, we could have just grabbed the invulnerability and ran away. Right, so living was possible, not that big of a mistake,
Remaining.
but it was still an option there.
Chief? Oh, where was I?
We've got no idea.
Last play.
He's on the other side, yeah.
Spike planted.
Oh, this guy's insane. What the?
Alright, this is my duo partner.
Wow, I would have never done that in a million years. Double blast pack in with my op. He's nuts. Let's see how he plays this. A little unlucky.
Yeah.
Retaking with the op is just way too difficult. You gotta pick up a assault rifle. 1v1.
See? Nothing long, eh?
Okay.
Smoke mid.
Nice. So we can walk up. Yeah, I don't mind this.
Miss.
If they give us all the space, let's go ahead and take it. We have great crosshair placement, great corner
You can break
checking,
that off 7.
good patience. But let's see how long it lasts.
I don't have a peek, don't have a peek.
I think when I
Okay.
see him in window, I hit him.
Okay, yeah,
Like,
okay.
really.
No, I agree with it.
Don't have a peek, don't have a peek.
Yeah, this is just a little aim thing. Some fights we lose. Your crosshair placement is good, but our aim made our flick miss, and we don't shoot the head. Because still, you can have great crosshair placement, but there's still going to be a time where we have to flick from here to here. Right? Small flick, but this is where the aim comes in. Right? This type of aim is what Kovacs and Aim Labs is good for. Micro adjustments.
Yeah.
Flicking in small distances. Very good. The third-party softwares teach this a lot.
Build.
Okay, so this is a save. Hopefully, this is a 1,000,000% a save. Please run. Thank you. Oh no. Okay, there we go.
Miss me off. Hey, lobby.
Nice, good. So
On B, on B,
we
on
don't
B,
push
on B.
down a short
No,
A1
no,
round.
dodge.
Good.
Rotate.
Okay, there's no way anyone's inside.
Garage.
Right?
You will not kill my allies.
Good.
Sorry.
This might be a little over rotation, but should be
Is it pushing
okay.
garage?
I would just be
Get out of
scared.
my way.
There was multiple long, C long.
It looks like everyone's over there, yeah.
Window.
Okay, so we're
So do you
ulting,
want
right?
to
I hope we're ulting.
Planted.
Oh,
Yeah, I have
fuck.
a... bad habit of waiting.
Watch out,
to
Lammaz.
Oh
use the
no!
On site.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Alright, everyone around you is ulting.
Phoenix.
Right. 7 bullets.
Last player
And we
standing.
reload and
Why don't
peek.
I reload?
Ah!
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, definitely, like, in this situation when we're, like, right here, I'm probably ulting for sure before taking any more fights. Because look how close this...
Is that for the attack speed increase or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I feel like I'm a lot worse at aiming when I have my ult engaged because I haven't done enough practice in the practice range.
Okay.
That's spray.
So, at least you have homework to give yourself.
Hmm.
Right? Because it's... The solution isn't to not ult. The solution is to get
Yeah.
comfortable with it, right? So let's
Yeah.
go in the practice range, ult, and then spray a bunch of bots and burst and get really familiar with it, right? Because if we are not comfortable with shooting with our ult and we never ult, then we shouldn't be playing Reyna. Simple, right? So I would it's definitely worth going in the practice range and just practicing with your ult on too. But yeah, this round is just an easy, clear-cut ult because it's such a close round. I mean, it was 4v4, but we just lost one. But now 3v4, it's winnable if you ult, right? Raze doesn't even think twice, pops her ult, and goes in there.
Like
Right,
Phoenix.
so that's good. See, look at him. He's nuts. Yeah, and I mean, like, here we definitely just want to get safe and then reload to like assess the situation.
Last player
Oh my
standing.
I would never, ever reload, you know, while walking to
Yeah,
a
no,
site.
no,
I know you would never either, and sometimes we
Why don't
just
I
do
reload?
dumb things, but you'd probably never
Spike planted.
ever do this again, so it's fine. Yeah, save the op. Fine.
I'll hold C then. I'll just hold C long.
Okay, so if we didn't ult last round, then we better ult this round.
Don't push too far. Don't push too far.
Nothing long, eh?
Okay.
I want to do a
Coming
quick
for
rotate.
kill. Coming for kill.
Do a quick rotate.
C long. C long.
Yeah, rotating. Rotating C.
Good.
I reckon outside garage. Attack garage.
They're pushing towards B, I think.
One's pushing close B.
And another reason why we always want to be ulting with Reyna is because it's only a 6-point ult, right? We need to utilize this short ult a lot. So we can get it more often, you know?
Oh, one on B.
What the top one?
There we go. Nice.
One gone.
Great.
2 on B.
Nice. Oh, you were too focused on grabbing it.
Trying to get that
I
ult,
know,
but
I
it was,
know, I
more
know.
decidedly, and I died for it.
But, uh-oh. Pew. Right. This is just way stronger than any option of healing and, using the invulnerability, right? We just need to be, using our flashes because they're very, very strong.
Player standing.
Kind of like tunnel visioned a little on that.
Really trying to pick up that orb.
Yeah.
They just left it. It was in such a weird.
What is happening here? Gotta tap the bomb, man.
What's another
There we go. Alright. Spectre. What'd I miss? Oh, little.
Oh, 2 A main, 2 A main.
Okay, good teamwork here. Yeah, we can use this to retreat.
Pushing
Smart.
C. At lobby. Don't see now.
Okay, so play behind the box and look for a flash play. Oh, they probably.
Spike planted.
Oh,
It's C, it's C.
I see, I see.
That was on pink.
Okay, clear these corners good. Crosshair placement looks good. Yeah, definitely opt to go to garage here with our Spectre. I like it. So our teammate's making contact. We need to go help them.
Last player
Yeah, so I mean, it's just Spectre things, you know. And this is just a little unlucky. The second you start shooting, he moves forward.
standing. Last
And then you get 2v1
Player
here.
standing.
That's a tough situation. Not much you could have done differently.
Smoke.
It's crazy that these guys do not just wait for your
Nice.
push short A.
Stuff, boys.
Phoenix is
I
back.
play passive, play
back.
passive. Don't push now, don't push now.
No, Reyna, push up. I'll get you trade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it's just because we're
Good
rotating.
crosshair
to A.
placement. Yep, work together with our omen. This is good. Very
One
good.
enemy remaining.
Yep. We're ready for this trade frag. Oh!
Nice, boys.
Okay, so whenever we're looking for a trade frag here, we definitely never ever want to pull out any ability. Our best ability is our gun, right? So yeah, if we are number 2 in line and we're not like flashing us in, right, and the danger is so close, we just really want to have our gun out here and go for any trade frags, because if Omen died right here, this would like suck so bad.
Nice, boys.
Hold on.
I guess aggro is
If I'm ever playing with someone to get, you know, playing off each other and playing teamwork,
But the thing is,
I'm always looking to
if
get the
they're
trade
not
frag
outside,
and
like, we can
have my
push
gun
up.
out.
Okay.
Unless I flash him like into somewhere, but we just made contact with him, we know exactly where he is. We don't need any more advantage of like flashing him or anything. We just need to play together to get the trade frag, and it's simple,
rotating back.
right? We already have the advantage over him because it's 2v1, right? We don't need like a double advantage
By then we should do it right
with the flash.
Oh, nice.
We know that you could like push up a bit more, get some info.
Okay.
You guys are just destroying them long. Nice.
Rotating.
I'm falling back in.
Where's the spike?
Oh fuck yeah, long.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, I'm coming to
We
you.
wait a little bit. Let them walk in.
Yeah, one long. Few short.
Yeah, I think we're going in.
Flash.
Care behind you.
Counter flash.
Care
Counter
behind you,
flash.
ground to heaven.
So we
Reyna, care behind you.
really just need to do it there, right? I mean,
Yeah.
there's no reason because they're coming in full sprint, right? I mean, the only way we can hold them off is by flashing and peeking, right?
Yeah, I pulled it out so many times, but I never used it.
I know, like every time you pulled it, I was like, yes, good. And then you just put it away.
Right.
Like counter flashing here would be perfect. Why? Because what do Reynas do after they flash?
They push.
They push, exactly. So like this flash would work perfectly. And it would get them really good. So we don't need to fight this like 50-50 gunfight, right? Definitely do not. We can get the advantage over them by flashing.
He's, no, bomb's not.
I think
A.
not using my Lear
Sorry,
enough
sorry.
definitely is
Mm-hmm.
something I need to work.
I can
Yeah,
rotate.
and that ability is very strong.
It's a
Great
I must just
res.
play Reyna
No,
to heal
no,
up
no,
after
no,
every.
Ah,
Last round before.
Okay, last round.
I actually didn't realize.
Okay, so here I'm looking at 5 out of 6 ult. Okay, so what I'm trying to do this round is getting my ult and using it this round because it's the last round, right? And how do we make this happen?
Pick up an orb.
Okay, we just smoke long and pick it up with Omen, right?
Is it
Simple.
been planted? Fuck.
Neither.
That was strong.
Max and garage.
Joke's over! You're dead!
Fuck. 3 4 long. Pushing up.
Go on, sir.
Great TP by Omen. Great play.
Nice, well done. I think there's one more.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Spike
One
outside
down.
it, garage.
Great stuff.
Well
But
done.
you see how mindset's just a little bit different, right? Right. You probably didn't like notice that you were 5 out of 6 ult and you didn't make it a priority to get it in an ult, right? But we definitely because
I've never looked at that before.
yeah. So it's definitely
lost
something
round.
we need to take into account and play around too, because I mean, our ult turns us into the Terminator, you know, we like it's so strong. We just gotta get comfortable with it. We gotta use it. We gotta use it as fast as possible, as much as possible, and look for situations where we almost have it. And what can we do to get it? And it's so easy to pick up orbs, right? But like the lower elo players, they just pass up on every orb. They don't care. They don't fight for orbs when it's so huge.
I'll leave into garage.
Yeah, I was gonna smoke off window.
Like right now, Sage should be fighting for this long C orb, you know?
I don't know how that fucking.
Yeah, will shift walk up?
I use a
try not to get
showstopper.
side, I'll drop
I need
the
They smoked us.
Jets on. Jets on.
This
side,
looks
side.
good. Flash in, double peek with Omen.
Omen on side.
Yeah. Okay, you probably put it away because yeah, this is fine.
Push
Let's
the
go,
garage.
just-
Let's push. Tease one.
Yeah, good push, guys.
He's fucking running.
Back aside.
To the left, yeah.
That's
Good
one,
stuff.
right?
Good stuff.
Raise bomb.
Okay, I wouldn't be looking for a fight here. You know, it's greedy. It's greedy. This is fine though. Great kill. Yeah. So I mean, I tend to just play the bomb. You know, play safe, hold my corners, because so many rounds people think they're so ahead, so strong, and they got the numbers advantage, but they end up losing because they just keep peeking and playing too aggressive and letting them get the kills. And then it's like, oh my god, how did we lose that, right? You know how many times that happens in Valorant? We're always like, how did we lose that? But it's just because we get overconfident and we just kind of just run at them, you know? Because it's like, oh, it's 4v2, like, they're not going to win this.
Just greedy for kills.
It's not likely, of course, but...
Shorties or something.
You want to secure the round, yeah.
Yeah, secure the round,
Say, 'cause we could
especially in
just
a
straight
close
push
game
B
like this.
and, if you drop a wall like
I'm
there
not
or
doing
something,
anything
Lammaz goes to
crazy.
block. But shift walk up.
So here, I mean, with when we have full armor, full specters, we want to stay away from the close range zones, correct? Right, like we don't want to go anywhere near here or here, because we're
Shorties,
we're afraid of the shorties. So honestly, like just peeking around mid, peeking around long C, long A, it's
Okay,
perfect, right? Like
Well,
taking B is very strong here.
Okay, on your right and left.
Let's
Kill him.
Good flash.
Good stuff.
Yep. Now we're in a good position.
Okay, garage.
Fuck. Free.
Oh my goodness.
One enemy remaining.
That's hilarious. That is too funny.
Alright, boys.
So this is a tough situation economically.
That's why I hate Plat. Absolutely.
Because once
We have to buy here, right? And how do we buy here? We get the Spectre from Sage and we full buy. Or
Oh, I think I just request them to buy me a Phantom.
okay. Well, if we don't care about this guy at all and say, haha, screw you, give me assault rifle, you keep the Spectre, then sure, yeah, that works out. Or we can buy an assault rifle ourselves, get the light shields, and then this guy can do the same thing. We definitely can find a buy here.
A and B, they were probably like.
It's really generous of that guy to buy you if he does.
Because you should in
Yep,
theory,
and he
but-
does. Absolutely wild.
Is there someone pushing up mid?
Nice guy.
Think
I'll watch. Hold on. Reyna,
Yeah, they're pushing.
close mid.
Good.
Share it, dude. Let them play.
Okay.
Oh, she was up on the front.
Close. We just want to flash and go. Great, great. Nice on top,
Still
on
up on
top.
the box.
Okay, so super unlucky.
Still up on the box.
Have to shoot it as fast as possible. This is way too gambly, right? And how many times does this actually work in your favor, you know? Almost never, right? It seems scary to take your crosshair off the enemy, but your only real chance of killing this guy is destroying this. It sucks, but that's why Reyna's flash is good, right? Yeah, like you see how this guy flashed out and then peeked. This is what you should have done that one round, remember? Right, so
Behind with a...
Fighting.
Good stuff.
we definitely want to be just shooting the flashes
So
when we
you can get a
can,
heal on Rose.
even when it looks horrible.
Already on side.
This is a good take though.
Yeah, that
No,
heal.
no,
Everything was looking good except for that moment. Oh, yikes.
No, not that top.
Nice.
So you can buy it. If we go in pairs, we can trade out.
I'll go towards F.
Good crosshair placement. Oh, careful, we're peeking garage. Careful,
Bro, are you
careful.
kidding me? 140 out long?
Ah,
Probably
this
got my
Owen's
phone
running
back
for his
door.
life. There's no way he's still here.
Okay, copy.
Maybe not. Yeah, big copy for sure.
One in garage.
Okay, you're up.
Okay, good, good.
Right here.
On your right.
Still in sight.
Great flash.
I'm with you, garage. Sage, hang on.
Yep, check that. Now we know he's
Shot.
back sight.
Our
What the fuck? Right corner garage. Serious?
Okay, so I guess we didn't know.
But yeah, I'm rewatching it now. I can see the direction the
yeah, I gotcha. But I mean, like, if he isn't here, then where else is he, right? So definitely, it's hard to see in a moment. Sometimes you get caught
Right
up.
corner garage. Serious?
I don't think you necessarily did anything too wrong there.
Sage went into
Threw a
garage
flash,
and
cleared the
last
site, did what
away.
you could.
I don't know.
I also didn't get the trade with the
Yeah, just halfway or something.
Yeah, definitely half by here for sure.
Can someone get this?
Stinger, light shields. Yeah, this looks great. Yeah, we want to do something
Reyna's
quick,
basement.
close range with our stingers
Some
for
KFC
sure.
rotate.
B is good. Garage is good range for stingers. I'd probably just flash in, YOLO, run. But patience
One on
is
B, one on B.
probably the safer play.
I'm in pushed.
Our spikes
On top
down.
of the box. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Got it.
it's rough. It's
Alright.
rough. It's rough. That distance from here, this is like exactly where the stinger starts falling off. It's pretty rough. That's why I kind of like to play quick to not get caught in these long range situations. Just flashing in and running, right? Getting as close as possible for a gun.
Got it.
That was close. You did 116. If one of the bullets hit his head, he would have been dead.
We're gonna say
Honestly, we're playing not that bad, right? It's just
Push A, but make a bit of sound.
our
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'll try
we
to-
as a
try
team
to
are
get
just
it.
losing
I
some of
play
these
on
rounds.
A long,
We're doing
but
like a lot of the good
No, no,
things,
no,
but we're
the
just
Saints
losing,
plays
and sometimes it
back
happens.
long and hopefully get... So go long, preferably.
Are you guys
go
playing
long,
another one
sure.
later, or?
So here I would
Yeah,
be
we'll
definitely
fire.
looking to ult, right?
Actually,
We
I'm
have
gonna
it.
drop some smokes a bit.
Why not?
okay, so what?
Push up, boys.
Right. So right now we're just rushing an A. We have to help our Omen, right? So I'd be ulting
Gotcha.
right now, probably going through short or something.
One heaven.
Case spawn.
I'm planting far.
Yep, gotta shoot it.
One coming now,
Right,
CT.
Gotta be ulting.
One CT.
I'm watching spawn.
Oh, you're watching spawn?
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Push through.
Rain heaven.
One enemy
have-
remaining.
Nice kill.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Man.
Streams.
Peek, motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Right side.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not picking.
Your duty is
What's
over.
Oh man, I take
So what I miss?
Jet is at the back.
Right here.
Jet's on box.
I'll watch for A rotates.
Let's go.
Where are we planning to go? See?
Right here.
I can smoke
Comes
off.
on ping.
I can lure us in.
Cutting the
Right
rift.
side of
Great
garage,
flash.
garage.
Let's go.
Right
Good.
Building.
Phoenix is tagged.
For you.
Case spawn.
Okay, so I mean, Close round, right? Yeah, there we go. Ult, nice.
Roman's on C.
Planting, planting, planting.
Omen's still safe. Omen's still safe.
Dead, he's dead.
Roman's dead. Roman's dead.
Oh, sorry.
Just on C.
Can I get a heal?
One
Ooh.
enemy remaining.
No
Can I
heal,
get
no
a heal,
heal.
homie? Oh,
No.
no. Oh, sorry.
Just on C.
Can I get a heal?
Yeah, we're way too frantic.
Roman's dead.
Oh, sorry.
Just on C.
Can I get a heal?
One enemy.
Our crosshairs all over the place, right? A little panicky, right? We just need to, you know, play cool, calm, collected, slow it down just a little bit, and control the crosshair, right? Especially with the ult out, right? And when we're holding a dangerous angle like this, we just really got to be ready. It gets easier over time, right? But
Enemy remaining.
No
we
heal,
definitely
no
want to be practicing
no,
with our
watching
ult in
spawn.
the practice range.
Spawn.
Get a better feel for it.
One.
If possible, King.
We're doing well. We're playing well.
Like it's still not. Something like that.
Stealing sight.
Watching
Okay, very flash. We just got to go with it. Another flash behind sight. This looks great. Needs to go off a little faster, right? Like, so we should definitely like let go like right here, because we're always scared of backsight, right? We're always scared of because like if I were to tell you that a person is behind this box, right? Obviously you wouldn't throw this right here, or I mean, you would throw it faster or have your gun out, right?
Yeah.
But we should always be playing as if there's someone there, right? Because like there's usually going to be 2 on A, and if we get a pick, I don't know where we got the first pick, but I would definitely be super scared of behind this box and let this rip a lot faster,
Planting, 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 planting.
and at least wait until my gun is out to fully peek. But you know, most of the time,
Both on top. Back at B.
your gun is just your strongest ability, right? Like when I'm running in sight, my gun's always
Counting
just
Wall.
the only thing that's out, right? I use my utility to get me into sight, but when I'm clearing sight, my gun's always out.
The fucking Odin's.
For example, like I play Breach, right? So I would do the same flash you did, right? Except I would like use it off the wall or something, and then I'd flash myself in, and then I would just gun out to clear everything. I wouldn't pull out my flash and then flash behind this box, right? Just for the chance
You
that
don't
they
get timing.
exactly right. I don't want to rely on hoping to not get timinged. Right, that's the word. Yeah. Yikes.
Right side of garage, he hides there. Let's see.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Reyna, entry with the R. I'm gonna put down a smoke.
Okay, we're making lots of noise garage. No
Yes,
longer
yes, yes,
needing
yes,
to
yes.
walk.
Window.
Joke's over!
Yeah, Phoenix ult. Phoenix ult.
Yeah, shoot it immediately.
Get the
Great.
flank, get the flank.
Let's go.
Okay, great flash.
Definitely spawn, curse one.
Backside.
Give it towards
Great.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Jet's here.
Flawless.
Nice.
Good job, boys.
Now this is
Let's
what
go.
elevates.
So right, it makes sense here. You did it correctly here,
This one.
but that's only because we didn't have 2 flashes.
Let's go.
We flash ourselves into sight, and we keep our gun out the whole time, clearing everything, right? But maybe if you had another flash, you might have you might have done that, right? But
Yeah.
honestly, we just need our gun out.
Backside.
Give it towards
Planting for
spawn.
long.
So very good stuff.
Seeing one.
Maybe some should go long.
Okay,
Stealing
Yeah,
sight.
yeah, someone else.
great.
I'll go long.
Spike carrier
What the
Right.
shit? Jet push.
Right,
Bomb down.
Interesting smoke.
Right, stag 117. She's healed. On me.
Good. I like this play.
Wait.
Jet push.
She's
long,
she's
bro.
Okay,
Phoenix is
1C.
behind.
Yep, this is just an aim thing.
Phoenix is
Your
behind.
crosshair, like we're good. Our crosshair is great. Our play is great, but sometimes when we get surprised, this is where the aim takes over. This is where raw aim takes over.
Last player standing.
Nothing crazy.
Get out of my way!
They might aggro like last time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, good patience here.
Towards goal.
Definitely
Oh,
just
the
want to be
fuck?
watching this.
They have two playing B.
Just hold.
One's in the corner, right corner.
Enemy spotted.
Oh, we need to kill this jet
Just
right
hold.
now. What is he doing? Oh no, no one was watching top wall.
She's actually on top of the wall.
Oh. Little unfortunate there, we got sandwiched.
Where do you want to go?
I've got my ult, but
We may as well.
I've got.
Yeah, gotta force buy. 100% have to force buy because it's round 12-11. Yep. Because if they
Last
win
round,
this
yeah.
round, then, you know, we all get 5k. So yeah, everyone has to buy.
Stay.
Run it.
Yeah, as soon as there's contact, we fucking push it.
Yep,
Should probably just
contacting
be,
A. I
like-
love this strat. And then when they see you, contacting A only works if they aren't peeking this. Because at this point, when we make contact this far away, like we make contact here, like it's just where you didn't get anywhere, right? So this is basically just a rush A anyway. So we have two options here when we make contact that far away: to continue with the rush, which is a big gamble, or to push somewhere else and just give it up and just pretend like, you know, start of the round again, let's reset, right? Now I can make the argument that continuing the rush is good because we all have like specters and close range guns, so this is actually pretty beneficial for us. So I think overall I think it's a fine play.
Cameron smart.
All right, want to flash us out?
Good, good,
Out.
good.
Division.
Great.
Good.
Okay, so
Division.
yeah, so that's just a little unlucky, right? We just ran into a spray,
Division.
got headshotted. I'm definitely just hiding, and trying to get healed by my sage. I definitely wouldn't repeat this, not because I'm scared of this guy, right? I think this is a free kill, but I'm scared of this. I'm scared of this. I'm scared of this. Okay, so like, cause yeah, look, even if you did kill this guy, you would have been immediately traded off, right? Nothing that you could have really done. This is more of a hindsight 2020 thing.
Hold it off, hold it off.
I don't think it's round losing, you know. Oh, what is he doing? Go to your body. Say
Someone
you're
ran A
short. Oh no, don't die, Sage.
Sage,
Go
remember that
res,
shit,
please.
Heaven.
Tag 78.
Go res.
One's
I'm losing
jet
my
behind us.
mind.
Long.
Reyna.
Him
Oh.
pinging my body up. Like, I'm here.
Yeah.
Last player standing.
That's
One enemy remaining.
Wait, what?
Sad.
So sad.
Wait, what?
I think if we would have rezzed you, you would have won the round. Oh. Alright, let the overtime begin.
I'll buy you.
What are we doing? Wait, what are we doing?
I think I made one
Then what are you gonna put?
orb, so I figured
What?
I'm better off running light armor than he is.
Who's
Because I
Oh.
can heal up above
Okay.
that one.
Okay. Okay.
Beat them back.
Yeah. I'm convinced. That's good. Okay. So as
See.
okay, that's fine actually. The quick refresh of the
can
shoulder
heal,
peaks is
probably.
fine because we don't want a chance for them to slip by without us knowing.
Side.
So that's fine. Usually I disagree with quick shoulder peaks because we're exposing ourselves too much and we don't want to get in the pattern of, you know, in, out, in, out, in, out, because if they see us on our way out, then they can pre-fire us on our next shoulder peek. And, like, for example, if we're C playing behind this box, right, we don't want to be going in, out, in, out, in, out, because we only need to shoulder peek once, wait 4 seconds, shoulder peek again, because in that time they can't walk up C long, correct? But in this case, we have to do quick shoulder peeks because they can easily just make it across this tiny slit of vision, right, quickly. So I agree with the quick shoulder peeks.
Fuck.
But in general, if we're shoulder peeking anything for info, we want to, and we can do it in a way that there's no way they can possibly make it up that quick. We want to make our shoulder peeks intermittent. Like, shoulder peek, wait 3 or 4 seconds, shoulder peek again, right? So we're not exposing ourselves to so much danger.
Spike planted.
Fine garage. Fuck. 78 garage. Care window. A bit of healing on the other side.
Fucking stay on side.
So this is just a tough situation.
Fucking.
We have to clear that, right?
The other side.
Fucking stay on side.
It's just super unlucky, right? A lot of these things that's happening to you really
Ah, I should have got that first kill.
is just
Well,
unlucky.
and then
Like,
Because I don't want to just like immediately blame it on luck. So
I know, no, I feel you, but I want to be able to coach you better, but I would be doing the same exact things you're doing and dying all the same, right? We can't know and do everything perfectly, right? Because we don't know that Phoenix is behind that wall, right? And we have to clear close, because if we jump and we don't clear it and they're there, we die, right? So I think you're playing very well.
really
Obviously, there's we see some mistakes, but a lot of these things, I think you're playing well this game, and you're just getting a little bit of a timing against you and a little bit of unlucky. Nothing too crazy though. This is a tough VOD. This is a tough VOD to coach. You don't get these too often.
smack, that's it.
There we are.
We're pushing it.
Yeah, this is one of my like worst games. So I was wondering what would happen here. Because usually I'm like team on match MVP.
Yeah, no, yeah, I can see that you have the skill of a good player, right? We're doing lots of smart things, and our crosshair placement is pretty good, and our aim is decent too, right? There's obviously only just some few mistakes that I've harped on. But here, I mean,
I'm poof. Lock.
I still don't think you did anything wrong, man.
I think we just got stuck at the. I guess we got blinded.
We're pushing it. Let's go.
Recon destroyed.
I'm poof.
Lock.
I mean, honestly, because, like, the thing is,
I'm poof.
if you come out of here looking here, you're gonna die from here. So it's not fair to say that you should have been looking here. So I'm not gonna tell you to, right? Obviously, hindsight 2020, this is where the bad guy is and this is where you die from. But if you run out of garage staring at CT, you're going to die from back sight, or die from right here, right? Or die from right here. So entry fragging is difficult because sometimes you'll just have to walk in and die to get info. And that's just the life of an entry fragger, right? Like, this is just looks like another day, another dollar for the life of an entry fragger.
Part of the job.
Yeah, part of the job. You walk in, you look at where they should be, and you die from somewhere else where they could be. And then you get the info, and then you're like, okay, 1 CT.
One backside.
And then now you can just get the trade frag and then go from there.
Blinded.
Gang.
But someone has to be the entry fragger who runs in and dies. Someone's got to do it. So, geez, right? I wish I could say more. about this, honestly, my biggest advice is to schedule another session so we can get a better VOD and find some more mistakes. Obviously, there is some mistakes about getting into patterns, being exploitable, right? Getting by our patterns. We don't want to be in patterns. Our crosshair placement looks fine. Our ult usage could be, just a tiny bit quicker, right? Because we just want to be using it as fast as possible and as much as possible. And some of our decision making is getting us killed when it comes to not having our gun out, right? We don't want to over rely on abilities, okay? Because we see we're dying because of our flashes. We're dying trying to get ult, not ult orbs, but after people die after ulting to pick it up.
The soul orbs.
Yeah, the soul orbs. Stuff like that. Other than that, man, keep working on your aim. Maybe invest in aim labs or Kovacs or something. That could really boost up your aim a lot. That can help you out.
I started playing aim labs, which I enjoy.
Great. Yeah, just keep it up, and also put a decent amount of time in the practice range too. Okay, I have a video on it, and you can skip through it. It's a little lengthy, but I go into all the different details, pistols, and all the different styles of shooting and stuff like that, and what I do, and flick practice too. Yeah, unfortunately, this VOD just didn't have a lot of. It's not a gold mine when it comes to coachable things, right? Because you did, and that's honestly a good thing. If we're doing lots of good things right, and we're just getting a little unlucky and timing sometimes. Right. Obviously, maybe we could have been the deciding factor on some rounds and maybe won this game if we'd played it a little bit differently. But for the most part, you played very well, regardless of your score.
I just want to ask one other question.
Yeah, go on.
Is Reyna any good at lurking, or just in general? Yeah, is Reyna a good lurker or better as an entry fragger?
Better as an entry fragger, 1,000,000%.
Because often my team likes to clump up, and I feel like I don't want to give up the other half of the site to let them push, so I'll try to lurk on the other side, but then I'm also torn because when they're pushing, I want to be there to throw my Leah.
Yeah, so in a situation like that, right, if I'm playing Phoenix or Reyna or Raze, right, entry fraggers, and I notice that no one's watching the flank, or no one's watching getting the other map control, and no one's actually watching us, and we're all clumped up, I will tell someone to go watch it, right? Or someone needs to watch flank, or someone watch flank. And usually that does the job, right? Or you tell someone else to lurk, because your job is to entry frag, and you do it really well, right? Because you flash in, you get a kill, and you can go invulnerable and save yourself from getting traded off easily, right? So Reyna has very good tools for entry fragging, especially just flashing through walls and stuff. It's so strong. We don't want to take that away from us just to fill the void of lurking and watching our backs. We want to delegate that to someone else.
So if I was picking up a secondary, who would be a good agent for lurking?
Cypher. Cypher, 100%, right? Because you can lurk safely because you have lots of information. You can lurk with your camera. You can trap up, for example, right? You can trap up here, right? And let's say your teammates are gonna do some split like this, or just run it down C long, right? You can trap up here. You can cam mid, or even trap up here too, or something, or lurk mid. And then no one is flanking you from A because you have a trip.
Yeah.
Correct? But if anyone else lurks here, they have to be worried about window. They have to worry about here and here, right? But Cypher's tools makes it so he doesn't have to worry about that much. He can cut off the stuff to worry about so he can lurk safely. And he gets that information with the team. He watches the flank at the same time, and It just works out for Cypher on offense to lurk. I usually
Yeah,
lurk. Yeah.
Is it important as Cypher to learn all those trick spots for your
Yes.
mind?
Yes. Yeah.
Definitely look
Absolutely.
into that stuff.
Yeah, you have to. I would definitely look up some smokes for offense. For offense, like for example, I'm not sure who I was playing. I think there might be a setup where you can smoke from here into sight. But like offensive smokes on Cypher are really good. Bind has lots of them for like if you're up B long and you throw it like if this is B long on Bind, right? You can go up to where the teleporter is and you can throw it over the wall and set yourself up. Definitely we want to be like going in the custom games and learning all these stuff. But on defense is obviously where it all comes out and shines, where the one-way smokes, the cam spots, because we don't want to just use one cam spot and then people just run up, destroy it, and then now we're screwed, right? We want to have like 4 different cam spots for every bomb site in every situation. Trips are pretty easy. Smoke screens are pretty straightforward unless there's some random one-ways. But stuff like that, it really helps to do your homework on Cypher to make them more efficient, you know?
Definitely.
Reyna, you don't really have any homework to do. It's pretty straightforward.
That's how I like Reyna.
Yeah, you just run in flash, you know, kill people.
Very aim focused.
But yeah, so keep up with the aim labs and also, you know, practice in the practice range with your ult too. Okay, so whatever time you spent in aim labs, do it in practice range as well. And that should refine your aim. Because a lot of these gunfights we've lost is just aim. Right? Or like timing, unlucky stuff. Right? In some situations we should have had our gun out, but for the most part, I think we did everything all right.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah, I know. I know it wasn't much of a coaching session. I'm sorry, but I wish.
Still some things for me to.
Yeah, for sure. I wish I could help you out more. That's why I'm saying definitely you should look to schedule another coaching session. Because sessions like these happen where people would just play very well. They do lots of things right, but they just lose the game. And I always talk about how poker, right, and Texas Hold'em, you can make the right play, the right call, the right decision. You could go all in with pocket aces, but you still have a chance of losing, right? It's just because it's the best play doesn't mean it's going to win every time. Make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, man. Well, it was nice meeting you.
Yeah, you too. Just out of interest, if you don't mind me asking, like, how